Yes, sir. We are live. Amazing. What's going on, guys? Happy Monday. Hope your day is going swell. All right. Let's get into it. Amazing. I love to open with this intro song. I mean, this intro theme is amazing. But leave a comment after you're done viewing the content and let me know if you guys like the intro. All right, guys. Without further ado, we are live. Welcome, welcome. It's been a while. It's been a couple weeks since I have gotten on a live stream. So I am glad to get on, and I'm glad for anyone that wants to be a part of the live stream and also witness the live stream as well. So appreciate you guys. Um, hope your Monday is going well. Mine's went swell. Just came back from the gym. Then I freshened up, and here I am on a Monday night. So as far as the live stream goes, I don't tend to go too long with the live stream. You know what I mean? Maybe anywhere from it depends. On the short end, maybe a half hour. At the long end, no more than an hour. Um, we'll see how many people are joining the live stream, and that will determine whether whether I keep the live stream at 30 minutes or whether I extend it up to an hour, but no more than an hour. So I have other business to attend to. So, as you guys know, um, for those of you that are that want to or that are viewing the live stream, only a few things that I ask of you. All right. And that is if you're joining the live stream and you like what you're seeing, because of course you're going to like what you're seeing, because I like to present my live stream in a way that would be watchable. And if that's the case, hit the button if you're tuning into the show. Just hit the like button. It's not that hard. Hit the like button. If you're tuning in, it will definitely help um, with the live broadcast, um, as far as the algorithm, so that this live broadcast can be then distributed, or that where YouTube will assist in distributing this live stream throughout, or to other people have have not seen my show. So it will help out a lot if you guys were to click the like, hit the like button if you're tuning into the show. Also, leave a comment during and after the show. Again, helps with the engagement. All right. If we're going to keep the engagement up, then you guys are going to have to engage. All right. And you can leave in any comment, positive, negative, doesn't matter. I take them all. Also, basically what I said in the beginning, like the live stream. And for you guys that want to join the show, the link is below. Right there. Right there. See it? It's right there. Yes. All right. The link is below if you want to join the show. All right. So those are the things that I ask of you if you are joining into the show. We'll try to keep the show as engaging as we can, but it's going to take not just my participation, but your participation as well. Amazing. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into it. So, fellas, ladies, I just have a simple question. What has happened to my country? What has happened to my country? You know, um, I've been on this earth now for 41 years of my life. And I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would see my country in the matter that it is, in the state that it is. It's incredible that I'm seeing it late later on in my life where I actually understand how the country works. And I always thought that the country would work by being fair to all people, regardless of political ideation, regardless of religion, regardless of speech. That that the justice system wouldn't show favoritism to any particular person. But now it looks as if we are living in a two-tier country. We Not even a two-tier country. We are living in a two-tier state where rules apply to certain people and not to others. And it looks like the name of the game is to prosecute people who go against the establishment. Take, for instance, the great white hope, Donald Trump, has been indicted again and has to appear at a Miami court uh, starting tomorrow, I believe. He has to turn himself in to be arraigned on yet another bogus charge. This one, wait for it, guys. Donald Trump is being arraigned. The former president of the United States, the 45th president of the United States, is being arraigned because he took documents with him that he allegedly wasn't supposed to have. No, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not making this up. I wish I can tell you that this is just um some type of silly prank. I really wish I could tell you that, but that's what they're arraigning this man for. They're arraigning this man because he has documents which he declassified that he wasn't supposed to have, and that he put up a resistance for giving back those documents, which I find incredible considering the fact that Joe Biden did the very same thing that he was investigated for, and yet he's not being indicted by that. Joe Biden has over 1,800 classified or declassified documents in his garage, in which all it takes is for someone to breach his garage and they will have access to declassified documents that he allegedly wasn't supposed to have. And yet, Joe Biden is not getting nowhere near the scrutiny that the great white hope Donald Trump is getting. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in a banana republic. Yes, Joe Biden himself is weaponizing the DOJ in in attempting to keep the great white hope Donald Trump from running in 2024, because we all know that if there's anybody that can dethrone Joe Biden from the Oval Office, it would be the great white hope, Donald Trump. I can almost guarantee you that if Donald Trump did not announce that he was running in 2024, he would have never gone through the amount of scrutiny that he is going through today. This is a political witch hunt. Never ever in my life did I ever think that the government could personally go after you all in the name of politics. But then again, I'm not surprised considering the fact that we are currently in a proxy war with Russia, with Ukraine. I get it. Okay, I get it. We all know that the U.S. trying to aid Ukraine has nothing to do with the U.S. trying to assist in uh, in in humanitarian efforts in trying to help Ukraine. That is a proxy war. Okay, and we all know why the U.S. is behind giving billions of dollars to Ukraine, and has nothing to do with trying to fight against Russia. Nothing to do with it at all. It's more of to try to destabilize Russia, and also because, well, Joe Biden feels that he owes Ukraine a favor, considering the fact that Ukraine was able to kick back a favor to Joe Biden. It's the old scratch my back and I scratch yours. You see, um, Ukraine, in Ukraine, Hunter Biden, who we all know is Joe Biden's son, was able to get was able to um he was able to grab the top position as the board of Burisma, which deals with natural gas, even though Hunter Biden has no experience um, with natural gas, or even dealing with any decisions as far as distributing natural gas. Hunter Biden has no experience at all, yet he wound up obtaining the top position uh, at he was able to obtain the top position at Burisma. Now, how in the world was he able to get that position despite the fact he didn't have any experience um in that position? Well, it's simple, because Joe Biden gave kickbacks to Ukraine when he was the vice president, and in return, Ukraine gave Joe Biden's son the top position in Burisma. Now, when the prosecutor of Ukraine, who, let's see right here. So the prosecutor in Ukraine was Viktor Shokin. When Viktor Shokin found out about what was going on in Burisma, he wanted to investigate Joe Biden along with others in criminally prosecuting him for the bribe, and Joe Biden wanted Viktor Shokin fired. And he said, "Hey, if you don't fire him, we won't give you aid." So it was enough for Ukraine to fire um, Viktor Shokin. Okay, and this testimony was called by Makala Zafaleshky, who was the Ukrainian businessman and the Burisma owner. He told the FBI informant that he paid 5 million apiece to Hunter and then Vice President Joe Biden to shake off a corruption investigation. Amazing. That is amazing. So so Joe Biden actually is involved in a pay for play scheme, and Joe Biden doesn't get nowhere near the scrutiny that Donald Trump is getting. Joe Biden should be criminally investigated for bribing the the owner in Burisma. But of course, because the Democrats basically have, even though the Democrats doesn't necessarily control the House, they control the Senate by a slight margin. So we all know that that is not going to happen. Not no way, not nor how. And let's be honest with you. I think both the Republicans and Democrats are looking to protect Joe Biden. The very ones that have been a part of the swamp, the very people that have been a part of the establishment. These are the same people that are going to protect Joe Biden at any cost. Because when Joe Biden goes down, the vast majority of these people are going to go down as well. I mean, let's be honest. This is the reason why this is the reason why Joe Biden seems untouchable. While a man who is no longer in the Oval Office is getting all types of harassment from the Department of Justice. He was indicted in New York. Now he's in indicted again in Florida. It's unbelievable. And over what? They're not going to get him for anything. And also, keep in mind that the American people are not stupid. They are seeing this and they are seeing that we live in a two-tier system where there is specific favoritism going towards one and not the other, where the justice system seems to want to scrutinize one person while the other person that should be criminally investigated gets a free pass. Hunter Biden's son is was involved in a bribe with his father, Joe Biden, and they're not being criminally investigated for that at all. And how can that be possible when the evidence was in Hunter Biden's laptop? You know, the same laptop that ABC, NBC, CNN, MSNBC, um, did I mention CBS, the New York Times, the Washington Post, the Huffington Post? They all called it Russian disinformation, only to find out that that information was true information. Wow. So the media is in on this as well, but we all know that the media is a lie. The fake news mafia. That's what I call mainstream media. It is the fake news mafia. They will lie at any cost. They are in bed with the government. They are in bed with the establishment. They are they're in cahoots and they correlate and work alongside each other, and they will do everything that they can to spin the truth because it's the truth that will have them hiding in obscurity. Yes, the mainstream media called it Russian disinformation, only to find out that it was actual information. The Hunter Biden laptop was real, and all of the social media platforms did everything that they can to not bring up the Hunter Biden laptop. All right, all of them, from Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Google. They all said that they all did everything they can to suppress the damning information from the Hunter Biden laptop. And what did it show? Well, it showed a lot of things. It showed that Hunter Biden was criminally traveling prostitutes on state lines while being on an illicit drug. It also showed the many bribes that Hunter Biden was involved in with China, even with Russia. Hunter Biden receiving special interest gifts. Hunter Biden was rewarded I believe it was around $1.4 million just to be a consultant within a Chinese company. What a consultant for what? To get to have Joe Biden kick back special favors for China. That's what he got paid for. Trust me, the Bidens are in bed with China. They are in bed with China. These Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, these people are bought off. They're trying to say, well, China won't do anything. China will China cannot eat our lunch. China is eating our breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all thanks to the Bidens. And all really, and it's not just with the Bidens, but it's also just with the establishment on its own. They have sold the American people to China, and we will pay for it dearly. We will definitely pay for it dearly. China is beating us in every single advancement because we are allowing them to literally replicate what we have here, and then they take it, sell it at a cheaper rate, and we get screwed over by it. Trust me. Believe me when I tell you, we are the victims of the establishment because the establishment cares about one thing, and that is their own interest and not the American people's interest. It's amazing. It is amazing, but that's the country that we live in. What has happened to my country? I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would see the very thing that I'm seeing right now. I mean, it's so blatant. They're not even hiding the fact that they are willing to go after Donald Trump over nothing while ignoring Joe Biden for doing a whole lot of something. And this is the reason why Joe Biden can just stick his nose in the air and act as if it doesn't bother him because in the end, who's really going to bring him to justice? Nobody's really going to investigate him. Everyone is talking a good one. Kevin McCarthy, oh, we're going to look into what the Bidens are doing. Right. So why hasn't it been done? The House, there's a the vast majority of Republicans have taken over the House. But keep in mind, these are the same people that are in bed with the special interest. If you don't believe me, look at the just look at who supports their campaign. They All of these politicians take money from special interests and special donors. That's who they are serving. All right. I would say less than 5% of 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 their political donations actually come from the people. So 95% of their donations come from special interests and donors. And those are the people that they are looking to serve. And that's on both aisles. So we the people need to really start voting these people out and start voting in people that actually care about the people. And if you don't do it, I'm telling you right now, it is going to be a dark country. Just 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 look at what they're doing to the great white hope, Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump has been out of office for 3 years. 3 years. Actually, it's been two because he left office January 20th of 2021. Been out of office for 2 years. 2 years. And they're treating him as if he is the biggest criminal in the world. This is our former president. This was a man who put American first policies. And Trump didn't have to do that. I mean, what does Donald Trump really have to gain? I mean, he could have been just like the other presidents that look to put the the special interests first. Actually, he could have been the first. He could have been just like all the other presidents that wanted to put their own interests first as opposed to the people's. But Donald Trump has nothing to lose for that because Donald Trump is already a billionaire. He is worth a lot of money, and he didn't feel the need to have to take anybody else's money or to be influenced by anyone to do the right thing. He was the only president to do so. Unfortunately, Trump realized that a lot of people that claim to be Republicans do not have the mindset that he has. There were Republicans that were attacking him for putting American first interests or wanting to put American first interests in works. For instance, look at all of the Republicans that voted to impeach him. Those are the enemy of the people. Your Mitt Romneys, your who's the senator in Louisiana? Um Bill something, I don't know. But definitely Mitt Romney, Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins, um Adam is it Adam Kissinger or something like that? Like all of these so-called Republicans. These were the people who wanted to vote Trump out and wanted they voted to impeach him and try to throw him out. They look at Donald Trump as the biggest threat because Donald Trump actually wants to do things for the people and not for the special interests. The very special interests that Donald Trump knows and that Donald Trump could have been influenced by, but chose to do the right thing because he wanted to do what's right for the people, for the American people. All this is going to do is make the conviction even stronger that we need to vote for the great white hope, Donald Trump. And I know Donald Trump will keep going. He stated, listen, I'm not dropping out. I will continue to move forward even if I get convicted because he knows that there's a good chance that he can get convicted over nothing in New York because New York is a um sorry that New York is a partisan liberal bias city that will convict Trump just because he claims to be a Republican. We know that's coming down the pipe. It's only a matter of time. But all this is going to do is to make people vote for the great white hope, Donald Trump. Donald Trump will be stronger than ever, and he will be able to obliterate Joe Biden in the upcoming election. The great white hope, Donald Trump, will break so many records. I'm telling you right now, as I call it, if this man winds up being convicted over a political witch hunt, mark my words that Donald Trump will make history as the first presidential candidate to be elected while behind bars. And that would be amazing. Not amazing that he is behind bars, but the fact that despite that, he will still be elected president. All this is going to do is fuel people to want to vote for the Great White Hope because the people see through the lies. They see that the government will go after you and will persecute you based on your beliefs of being a patriot. If you don't go along with the identity politics narrative, if you actually are doing the very things that you're supposed to do as an American, which is to think for yourself, love your country, and serve a duty to your country. If you speak for your country instead of against it, then the government will come after you. Mark my word, this is a banana republic. They are going after conservatives, they're going after Christians, and more importantly, they're going after people who claim that they want to go after the establishment and drain the swamp. That's what's going on here. I think one of the biggest one of the biggest challenges that the great white hope Donald Trump could have done was claim that as president, when he was president in 2016, the fact that he said that he was going to drain the swamp, that was his very doing. That was the very thing that made him a marked man. The moment that the Great White Hope stated that he was going to drain the swamp, he immediately became a marked man. I mean, even Chuck Schumer said it. Hey, if you go after the establishment, they will come after you. And that's what they're doing right now. The establishment is going after Donald Trump. But Donald Trump will emerge from this. He will be stronger. He will be more resilient. He will be stoic. And he will lead this country into being great again. And I cannot wait. Amazing stuff. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And um, stay tuned for next week for my live stream. And stay tuned for any upcoming content. If you happen to come across the show, hit the like button. As a matter of fact, let me let me put out the reminders again. If you happen to come across the show, hit the like button. Okay. Also, I need you to leave a comment and like the live stream. That's all I ask. Okay. Amazing stuff. I hope your Monday is amazing. I hope your Monday is as great as mine. And with that being said, this is the conservative. I'm signing out. Have a blessed day, guys. Amazing.